generic ear model for all endoskeletons.
No.
And after number 5 is that another possibility for the endoskeleton's identity is Shadow Bonnie. You know, the creepy shadow that appears in your office every once in a while? Yeah, that thing.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dazzy Gang channel. Alright. Top 10 endoskeleton facts from Five Nights at Freddy's by Smike. And what y'all said I had one more after this? Foxy. Alright, we're gonna get into this video.
My top 10 facts about the endoskeleton in the second game.
Tomorrow.
The one that mysteriously appears sometimes when the marionette exits the gift box. This idea was suggested by YouTube user Gaming Mysteries, who by the way took the time to make his own top 10 list, and a few of my facts were inspired by his list, so big thanks, man. So up at number 10 is that the endoskeleton from the second game could be the same endoskeleton as the one you see in the first game backstage. One of my Twitter fans, who wishes to remain anonymous, informed me of this. I mean, I do see a few differences between both models, but it is entirely possible that he was just recycled and modified. So yeah, maybe the endoskeleton was there all along. And after fact number 9 is that the puppet, for some reason, seems to retain the endoskeleton in the gift box. This is very probable because the endoskeleton only comes out when the marionette leaves the box. But if this is true, then why? Assuming that the marionette is the soul of the dead child from Fredbear's family diner, maybe the marionette somehow blames the endoskeleton for its death. Maybe the endoskeleton was Fredbear, and the marionette could be bitter because Fredbear didn't save him during the give cake minigame, and because of that experience would hold somewhat of a grudge against the endoskeleton. And after fact number 8 is that there is what appears to be a mysterious dark figure lurking in the shadows next to the gift box. And this mysterious shadowy figure could very well be the endoskeleton. Now we don't know if it actually represents the endoskeleton, and we don't even know if it's actually a physical thing or if it's just some kind of a accidental shadow, but it definitely is a possibility that the endoskeleton is somewhere in the room and that thing is just him leaving his shadow. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is this the endoskeleton or is it something else? And after number 7 is that it is entirely possible that the endoskeleton is just a hallucination. This fact was suggested to me by Twitter user Lending Help. And the evidence for this is that first of all, the endoskeleton is very short-lived, you don't see him for very long. And second of all, since you only see him once the marionette exits the gift box, his existence might actually be due to the fact that Jeremy, the player, is going crazy. And this might be some kind of a near-death experience type thing, you know? And after number 6 is that there is a popular theory that the endoskeleton actually belongs to Foxy. The evidence for this is that when you look at Foxy when he attacks you in the second game, notice that one of his endoskeleton's ears is exposed. And guess what? That ear looks exactly like the naked endoskeleton's ear. Unfortunately, Foxy is the only animatronic with such an exposed ear, so it's hard to say if this is an ear model that is tailored to Foxy or if that's a generic ear model for all endoskeletons. And after number 5 is that another possibility for the endoskeleton's identity is Shadow Bonnie. You know, the creepy shadow that appears in your office every once in a while? Yeah, that thing. The reason why the endoskeleton might be Shadow Bonnie is because if you compare both of their faces, you'll see that their teeth look very similar. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think that the endoskeleton could be Shadow Bonnie? And after number 4 is that the endoskeleton's head is very probably based off the Kismet robot. The Kismet robot is a robot face that was developed in the late 1990s at MIT. The robot was designed and built to interact with humans, and yeah, it has a very uncanny resemblance to the endoskeleton, to the point where I believe Scott Cawthon could have based the endoskeleton appearance on the Kismet robot. Yeah, that thing is freaking creepy. By the way, kids, this is what you call the uncanny valley. It's when something looks almost human, but not quite, and that messes with our brains. And after number 3 is that the endoskeleton could have some kind of association with the purple guy from the Save Them minigame. The reason why is that if you look into the purple guy's eyes, you will see that he has 2 white dots, just like the animatronics. And also, we always assumed that he had some kind of a phone or device in his hand, but maybe that is his hand. Like maybe he has an animatronic hand because he is the endoskeleton. So yeah, I don't know, what do you guys think? Could the purple man be the endoskeleton? And after number 2 is that we know that the endoskeleton is not part of Golden Freddy. The reason we know this is because if you look at Golden Freddy's suit in the second game, you will see that his legs have an endoskeleton inside of them. So the bare endoskeleton can't be his, since he already has an endoskeleton inside of him. unless maybe there are multiple Golden Freddy suits and the Endoskeleton belongs to another one, but I'm not sure. And now finally for fact number 1 is that it is entirely possible that the Endoskeleton is the main antagonist in the third game. If you read the description on the Greenlight page for the third game, you will see it says, at first there were only empty shells, a hand, a hook, an old paper plate doll, wink wink, but then a remarkable discovery was made. The attraction now has one animatronic. So what was that discovery? Well, in my opinion, that discovery was the Endoskeleton. I mean, think about it, why would Scott put a random Endoskeleton in the second game roaming around, other than to tease us for something that's gonna happen in the future? Same goes for Shadow Bonnie. I think somehow the Endoskeleton got into the suit and now he's back, but this time as the main antagonist.
This is messed up. This is messed up. Almost every last single one of these videos that I looked at, is talking about dead kids. Like, what kids want to look at this? I wouldn't want to look at this. I wouldn't even want to play the game. Like, y'all ain't got nothing else better to do? Did Scott have literally nothing else better to do? I guess he said, young girl, I'm getting paid. Alright, I have the last one, Foxy. I'm gonna have to do that one tomorrow. Oh my gosh. This one wasn't bad. This one wasn't bad. At least it didn't have no no Five Nights at Freddy 4 characters in it. Cause you know what? I almost can't take that. I'm gonna be on the flow. I do a reaction to that video. Alright, you guys. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. This has been another Mission Completion. I'll see you all tomorrow.